Perspective with Chris and Company. Una entrevista one-on-one desde la capital de Texas con Poncho Martinez en Esperanza Radio Network.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Perspective with Chris and Company. I'm your host, Christian Reese. Today's episode, I got a very special guest. Somebody I consider family, literally. It's my uncle. He's been in the radio industry for a long time. He is a radio personality with many accolades and many years of experience. Introduce to you, Poncho Martinez. Theo, welcome to the show.
Gracias, amigo. Well, first of all, thanks a lot to all you fans, los fans de mi sobrino, Christian. Christian, thank you very much for inviting me. This is the way we shake our hands. Anyway, it's backwards over there on the TV. My name is Poncho Martinez, just like my nephew said right here. Gracias por darme la oportunidad de estar en tu programa. I think we tried this before, right? We tried this
many years ago when I first started it in the beginning.
Yes.
I wanted to get you on, but we didn't have the time.
Exactly.
Now we're here.
Well, I'm proud to be here with you, and of course, it's a pleasure. You know, being interviewed was one of my families. Plus, your show, I've been keeping an update on it. Perspective, hey, congratulations, de veras, mijo, te agradezco que me des la oportunidad de estar en tu programa y aquí estamos para cualquier pregunta.
Sí, muchas gracias, tío. I want people to know your story, your experience. Again, this show's called Perspective for a reason. It's for you to share what you think of things. Today specifically, I want you to touch on the radio. How long have you been on the radio?
Well, I've been on the radio for, I would say, like a little bit over 40 years. Empecé hace como 40 años que estoy en la radio. Yes, 40 years ago.
¿Y cuándo y por qué? Why did you start the radio?
Well, ¿por qué y why? And it's the same thing, ¿verdad? Para la gente que no es bilingual over there. Just joking with y'all, okay? ¿Por qué? Porque parte de mi familia, la familia Martínez, salieron músicos. They're musicians. Plus, your dad's a great musician también, ¿me entiendes? Jero Ruiz, te mando un saludo para ti. Gran músico, disculpa, me están mandando un telegrama que me estoy tardando en esta entrevista. Yo no sé tocar los instrumentos como se deben y dije yo, ¿sabes qué? Se me hace más fácil to become a DJ and play all my friends' music, be on this side, so I could play their music. Les ayudo, les toco su música y a la vez, I'm in the same business,
And all these years that you've been on the radio, is it a specific station you've been on? Is it everywhere? Tell me about where you've been a personality at.
Well, I started the radio. Empecé en la radio por allá en Laredo, I remember first, yo me hablaba mucho con mi cuñado. Lo menciono porque pues es uno de los que estábamos en la misma onda, ¿verdad? Él no andaba con ningún grupo profesional y yo no era locutor profesional en la radio. Le decía yo a él, a ver, ¿quién va a ser? I'm going to get to your question, okay?
Dale.
Decía yo, a ver, ¿quién va a ser profesional primero, tú o yo? ¿Entiendes? You or me. Me on the radio, you playing with band. Pues siempre andábamos así en los parties, ¿no? Bueno, pues ahora sí, continuamos con más música y que esto que el otro, y para allá y para acá, haciendo como si fueran unos promos, unos liners ahí, ¿verdad? La voz de mi cuñado Jero Ruiz, lo estoy utilizando a él. Y pues mi cuñado tocaba ahí hasta la cima de todas las canciones se sabía mi cuñado, ¿verdad? Pero no eran los profesionales porque no los consideramos profesionales porque we weren't on the radio, or he was playing with a professional band. Well, long time ago, they gave me the opportunity to be a midnight DJ on the weekends only. Can I say the radio station?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm proud to say that I used to work for Z93 with Belinda Guerra. Le doy las gracias por abrirme las puertas, Belinda Guerra, familia Guerra, ahí en Z93. So I used to work en los weekends.
Z93 is Big Buck Country o ¿cuál es?
No, Z93 es la Tejana.
Okay.
Z93, 92.7 FM, okay? So anyway, they gave me the weekends, the least of the least, Let's pretend, on the weekends, overnight. So that's almost the least of the least,
Yes, the late night love.
Yes. Bueno, pues ya como quiera iba yo con un nombre, all DJs dream to be a DJ y vienen con un nombre acá, ¿no? The Midnight Warrior.
¿Cuál era tu nombre?
The Midnight Warrior.
Midnight Warrior.
Yeah, yo me decía, hey, ¿qué tal, amigo? Le saludo a Poncho Martínez, The Midnight Warrior, ¿verdad? And after that, I changed my name. Well, I actually didn't change it. Some DJ from Laredo, El Bird, le mando un saludo para El Bird, un saludo para él. El locutor número 2 de Laredo, Texas, El Pájaro, me puso el Sweet and Low de la onda tejana, porque como yo tenía un lowrider y en la placa dice Sweet and Low, y así es como me bautizó él. Y mucha gente me conocía en la onda tejana Sweet and Low. Ya después, cuando me vine para Austin, ya dejé para atrás la pregunta, no era así.
Ya se me olvidó lo que te pregunté.
Le di una vuelta en Albuquerque mal ahí, di una vuelta mal. Bueno, total, ¿qué era la pregunta?
¿Cuáles estaciones estabas? What stations were you in?
Fíjate que para allá iba, fíjate,
okay,
¿no?
Okay.
Para allá iba, y le estaba contestando la pregunta. I was answering his question anyway. Empecé en C93, por eso fue el tema de que me metí en C93. Después, en un ratito le ayudaba a un compadre, Robert García, le ayudaba en KLR, nomás para programarle los discos, los big CDs. Y luego ya después, la M, la mejor, por allá en Laredo, Texas, transmitíamos del Valle de Texas, estaba la estación y nosotros transmitíamos ahí en Laredo, Texas, y a mí me dieron la posición de hacer los remote controls, ¿verdad? Los control remotos de los lugares. Y siempre que cerrábamos, bueno, ahí es donde más me convertí un poquito más profesional ahí, porque tenías que hablar en un minuto. El break, tenías que hablarlo en un minuto. Me estoy yendo en las estaciones donde me preguntaste. En esa de ahí teníamos que hablar en un minuto. Por decir los comerciales, por decir los breaks que... Bueno, ¿qué tal, amigo? Les saluda Poncho Martinez. Aquí nos encontramos en Casa Tijerina, Laredo, Texas, donde usted va a encontrar todas las cosas, lo que sea, ¿verdad? Sus amigos de la M, la mejor, tenías que cerrar la cantadita. You have to close it singing, So, me recuerdo su amigo Poncho Martínez en la M, la mejor. Así, ¿me entiendes? Solo que... Y ahí me vine para atrás para C93. Me dieron que era para atrás en C93 ahí. Y luego después andan buscando locutores aquí en Austin, Texas, aquí en la capital de Texas. They were looking for some DJs que tuvieran en el aire, like on the noon show, right? Or, like prime time, 3 o'clock or whatever. So, I never got to do that in Laredo, Texas, but one time this DJ, I'm not going to mention his name, okay? He was doing a noon show in C93, y me dijo, hey, you think you could cover me? Porque si le digo a los otros locutores, they're all going to start kind of opening their wings, to look better, stay there, whatever, But then he knew that I was like a third wheel, ¿verdad? So he didn't risk a chance, right? So that's what he thought. Anyway, so I covered him y hablaron de una radio station acá en la 107.5, 107.5. It was called back La Nueva. Okay, it was Tejano music, right? And they said, hey, we're looking for some good DJs. Are you doing the noon show right now? And I didn't lie. I said, yeah, I'm doing the noon show. They said, how would you like to come and work over here? Yeah, they offered me good money. I came over here. I stayed here. Then after that, I went to some AM stations. I did some TV. I did some TV on the radio, and then I went to San Angelo to another radio station. Then I came back to this
Austin,
one here.
Texas?
Yes, and you know which one, right?
So, 15 minutes later, you've been everywhere.
3 days later.
3 days later, yeah. No, okay. So you have your experience. You've been everywhere. You've been in different radio stations. People have heard your voice. First, the Sweet and Low. Right now, what do you present as? Just Poncho Martinez?
Poncho Martinez. I wanted to honor my dad.
Okay. And your dad was a musician himself?
My dad, tu abuelo fue músico, música norteña, ¿verdad? Su nombre lo llevaba Poncho Martínez y los ribereños. Obviamente yo no tengo los ribereños, pero yo soy Poncho Martínez porque soy hijo de él y quería honor his name,
Yeah. So right now, and some of the viewers watching right now, they know that I was on a radio network at one time. If you remember, I was always on Esperanza Radio Network. Quiero mandar saludos a toda la gente que están escuchando Esperanza Radio Network. Yo soy tu amigo de siempre, Christian Ruiz. I got that from you. Esperanza Radio Network, that's your thing. Tell me about Esperanza Radio Network.
Well, Esperanza Radio Network, when your grandma passed on, right, my mom, she used to love the way I talk on the radio. Le gustaba mucho como yo hablaba en la radio, to be honest. But what mom doesn't like their son talking, Well, my mom did, Me escuchaba en la radio, le mandaba yo cassettes, cassettes, donde yo estoy en el programa y mandándole saludos. Saludos para mi jefita Esperanza Martínez en Laredo, Texas. Se los mandaba con canciones que le gustaban. Si no, me metía al estudio and I would pretend that I was on the radio. And I would record her unos CDs o lo que sea, ¿me entiendes? Le mandé varios cassettes y CDs, ¿verdad? Anyway, so she used to love the way I talk on the radio, and I said to myself, you know what? How can I honor her name, you know? Keep her alive in my heart. She's always in my heart, regardless, you know? But there's sometimes that I feel kind of on the low side, ¿verdad? And I come to the radio station. This is my podcast, by the way, you know? I mean, y'all probably can't see the rest of the instruments on the other side, but this is part of the podcast. I come and talk on the radio, and it feels like my mom's around me. ¿Me entiendes? Por eso es de que yo quería ponerle a la estación Esperanza Radio Network. You know, and by the way, one time I was driving from California over here y escuché en las sierras por allá. Están escuchando La Lupe. Dije, I like Esperanza better, you know? Mm-hmm. So I came and opened this radio station.
And yes, this is beautiful, Theo. Every time you come on, I mean, if you're on live and I see you, I have to join. I mean, you're a personality, as the people have already seen, as your people on Facebook Live already know. What is it? How does Esperanza Radio Network work? I know it's a network. Mm-hmm. Is it online? Is it, you know? How?
Yes. It's a podcast. It's a podcast that actually we're all available on all the internet. Ya estamos en todas las plataformas. You know, estamos en YouTube. Estamos en Alexa. We had it in Alexa. We had it. I don't know. We're still on. Todas las plataformas. We're there. You know, just go to YouTube or whatever. You know, Facebook, anything.
¿Y cuáles rolas pones?
¿Cuáles rolas? Okay, las rolas que tocamos ahí, bueno, tocamos un poquito de todo, you know. That was the whole purpose de que yo abrí Esperanza Radio Network, because like I said, I work for different radio stations, right? Mm-hmm. En las otras estaciones, you work there, you have to follow the format. Tú tienes que seguir el formato, all right? Tú tienes que seguir el formato, lo que te digan allí. Eres un robot, you know. Hey, you got to play this, you got to play that, okay? So when I decided to open my own radio station and honoring my mom, you know, and also my dad, you know, I said, you know what? I'm going to play music de la música que no los tocan mucho airplay en otras estaciones, en FM, AM, regardless, you know, Tejana, Norteñas. If you're a Tejano group, they still don't play you, you know? So, you know, I said, you know what? I'm going to start playing all those people that don't get airplayed. Voy a tocarles su música, you know? By the way, I have a lot of people real close to me and relatives that they don't get too much airplay either, you know? Solo que aquí los toco música tejana, grupera, norteña, cumbias, mariachi, oldies, porque a mí me gustan las oldies, de todo, ¿me entiendes?
¿Pones unas reggaetones o no?
También tenemos ahí reggaetón, escúchalo. Ahí tenemos un poquito de todo, completamente de todo, para poder, porque nos escuchan por todas partes, you know?
So for the fan base that I have, the friends, the people that are watching,
okay,
that enjoy reggaeton, what's your favorite reggaetonero, como dicen?
La verdad, él lo pensó en su mente, porque le miré los ojos, y como somos de la misma familia, si te quieres un poquito para acá para que te pesque mi gente también, hijo. Lo sentí, lo que me iba a preguntar desde que nos miramos ojo a ojo, porque sabe muy bien que de veras, con todo respeto, no toco mucho de ellos, porque la que me programa es mi hija Michelle, she's my program, program director, pero sí tocamos como de Bad Bunny, tocamos de todo, ¿me entiendes? Sí tenemos música pues de todo, hasta de Shakira también tocamos aquí, ¿me entiendes? Solo que música internacional, de Mark Anthony, de Vicente Fernández, tocamos de todo, pero reggaetón de veras yo no te lo conozco. Dime algo norteño, dime algo tejano, unas cumbias. Pregúntame cualquier de esas.
Pues I would assume that right now you're on the Grupo Frontera that's popping off right now.
¿Qué piensas tú de esa música?
Es lo que está pegando ahorita.
Pero está pegando, correcto, dime. Perdón que te interrumpa. Go ahead.
No, it's what's in right now. I mean, it's the heartbreak songs, the love songs, the ¿cómo es? Quiero comerte yo todos los días.
Sí.
Son rolas así.
Pero son canciones, y el que sabe, right? Son bien simples. Son bien simples, pero llegaron a tal momento. Te lo digo porque, mira, yo he estado en la onda de so many years on the radio, like I told you, you know. I've been on the radio for so many years. And like I was saying, you know, that some other radio stations we play nothing but Tejano, or the other one, nothing but norteño, regardless, or internacional, okay? So, nosotros, al decir eso, las canciones que van llegando, los conjuntos que van llegando, como la música duranguense. I don't know, you're familiar with Montes, Horóscopo, and of course, whatever, you know, all the duranguense, Patrulla 81, regardless, you know. I knew, and with all the respect to them, porque hay lugares que todavía están pegando. There's certain places that love it, all right? But I knew here in our area was going to come like this, hit high, and then it was going to start going low, ¿me entiendes? Y yo pienso que con todo respeto a Secreto, Frontera, todos esos que tienen, perdón, el mismo estilo, también es algo que está pegando. Es un momento ahorita. Se le llama, es un momento. It's their time right now.
Sí. Y también, pues, es with all the social media that's going on, TikTok, Instagram, I mean, Facebook, todo eso. I think that's also part of the reason why they hit. It's a little part of the song that people dance to, that people sing to, and that's the reason why I hit. But I like their music.
Yes, of course. Cuando pegó el COVID, you know, salieron músicos. There's a lot of bands. I'm talking about hands full of bands, all different type of music. Comediantes que nunca ibas a escuchar en la vida. Allí, comediantes también. Salió muchas cosas. ¿Por qué? Ya los músicos, you know, the bands, they didn't have to be waiting on the studio there, go record. Ya nomás grababan ya nomás graban en vivo. Y si tienes suerte, pegas. Es mucho más fácil. Menos dinero para andar haciendo lo que eran más antes, que tenías que pagar el estudio, tenías que pagar las grabaciones, los discos, el material, la portada, you know, so many other things, you know. Nowadays yo pienso que es más, you know.
Pues menos dinero como pizza patrón, como dicen ahí por ahí, ¿no?
Así.
Pizza patrón más pizza.
Menos dinero.
Así dice.
Así.
Look, you've been on the radio for a long time too.
Yes, sir.
And you have a lot of experience cutting liners, promos, commercials, all that good stuff.
Yeah, well,
I want to play a game with you. This time around, with all my guests, I play a game, and it's dependent on what they do. This game that I want to play is called Promos with Poncho. You're down to play? You want to play?
Let's do this.
Game is simple. I'm going to read you something, and you got to cut me a promo on... Just cut me a promo on it. Yeah?
Okay, go ahead.
All right? First of all, cut me a promo on Esperanza Radio Network. Your bread and butter, your baby right there. Cut me a promo.
Te esperamos todos los domingos que escuchen el programa especial con Poncho Martinez aquí en Esperanza Radio Network. Like that, or I don't know.
That's perfect.
Okay, sorry.
You can grab...
Me pescaste de repente, I don't know, you know. Just
you could grab what you just did right now and put it on your program right there. That's perfect.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Number 2.
Va derecho sin tocar baranda.
Number 2. We're family. We know that over here, we're Dallas Cowboys fans. Over there, y'all are Houston Texans fans.
Half and half.
Half and half. The game's coming up in a few weeks.
Yes.
For all those split down the middle with Texans and Cowboys, cut me a promo about the Texas rivalry coming up in a few weeks.
Esta semana, prepárate, 2 de las leyendas, Houston Texans contra los Dallas Cowboys. ¿Quién va a ser el más macho? Te esperamos. Oh, I don't know.
No, I mean, you're a professional for a reason.
No, I mean, come on, bro. You know, I don't know if I'm just talking what you're asking, okay? No, I'm just saying what you're asking, okay? Go ahead, okay? Shout out to my people out there, too, you know, quick shout out, a little commercial, you know?
Shout out, yeah, that's right. We're live on the left side on Facebook Live, so...
Poncho Martinez.
Saludos a toda la gente tuning in from all around the world, because Esperanza Radio Network is international.
Yes, sir. Estamos por todo el mundo. Saludo para Haruki Gutanda, por allá en Japón. Haruki Gutanda, one of our fans from Esperanza Radio Network, y también para todos los de California que están ahorita viéndonos, y también la gente de West Texas. I can barely see the people out there, but I'll make shout outs to them. Okay?
Más para que te escuchen.
Así es, para que me escuchen mejor, okay?
Let's do another one.
Dime.
Cut me a promo on this episode right now that we're filming so that I can put it out and people can watch it.
Check out Chris Perspective with Chris con su servidor Poncho Martinez this coming Sunday at 12 noon time. It's going to be one of your best interviews you ever done. Te esperamos.
I like that.
I don't know.
No, but now you're putting pressure on me that I have to put it out by Sunday.
Okay, well, I want to see it by Sunday regardless, you know. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, is it okay like that?
No, that's perfect.
Okay, all right, thank you.
That's perfect.
Can we change this? I'm getting nervous at this one. You put in
No,
the,
you got one more.
Okay, one more?
You want to take a
sip?
Yeah,
Can
go
I
ahead.
take a sip?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to take a sip while he thinks about one more, okay?
The difference is when he's on the radio, right? Especially, I mean, maybe not if he's live on Facebook Live, but he could take a sip of water. He could take a break. This is live.
Yes, back in the days, well, we used to do it also. I'm sorry, we used to do this also on the radio behind, you can't see them back in the days, okay? They used to have papitas there, hamburger eating and whatever, Now, everything's visible. Todo está, se mira ahora, so you could see that I drink that, Yeah. And so...
But you gotta warm the voice up. You gotta warm the voice up.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Here's the last promo that I want you to cut.
Okay.
There's a band heading to Laredo, Texas.
All right.
And it's going to be a big baile. It's going to be one for the books. Let me hear what you got.
This Father's Day, no te pierdas el gran baile con la música de Grupo Montú en su salón Casa Blanca Convention Center. Ahí te esperamos. I could say the promotion abierto de dos, I could go all the way, but it's just...
Okay, that was really good.
All right. I could also say, hey, promoción de 5 o 6 damas completamente gratis, pero no, it's okay.
One thing, I'll tell you, one thing is listening to it.
Yes, sir.
And the other thing is watching it live. The emotion that comes out of your eyes.
I never thought about it.
No, it se te sale. I mean, that's a pro right there.
Wow. I got to check this out on the repeat over there and then rerun, yeah.
So to continue a little bit more about you, Tio. Right, the radio personality that you are. Okay. You've had plenty of accolades. One that I want to touch on is the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. You are an inductee, so congratulations on that. But tell me a little bit about what that means to you.
Well, thank you for bringing that topic. And I have this. Can I show them?
Go ahead, show.
Okay, show and shine. Don't forget this coming Sunday, the Laredo Car Show. Show and shine. Anyway.
Yes or no?
I'm just playing with him, okay? Anyway, they give me this award, okay? They give me this award, at the South Texas Conjunto Roots. I was inducted to the Hall of Fame. I want to thank everybody who the people who had part of voting for me to be there. It's a pleasure. It feels so good, It feels good that you're inducted to a museum, by doing the things that you've done and you loved all your life. Behind the microphones, okay? So and then they gave me this other one over here where I used to work. Oh,
what is that?
It's from Z93, Belinda Guerra, Z93.
Sweet and Low?
No, actually, that's when I was called the Sweet and Low, yeah, So this was an induction award for Z93 DJs Hall of Fame, okay? They gave me this on July the 19th. Locutores que han pasado por Z93, que más de 15 años, it was more or less the category. And I was one of them, solo que me siento flattered que Belinda me haya hablado y decir, hey, we're going to be giving you an award. So it was so nice and fun, So saludo
Well deserved, too.
Thank you.
What are, I mean, you've probably had so many accolades with this, with you're also a part of low riding, Brown Impressions.
Yes.
That's a little side hobby that you got?
Well, yes, I've been low riding for actually 40 years also, all my life has been like 40 years and up, todo lo que ha hecho yo de 40 years, honestly. I've been low riding for 40 years. I started with a car club in Houston called Los Magníficos, but I was there for a few years. And in between that, back in the days, no se acostumbraban mucho chapters. So when I come down to Laredo, I would cruise with the Brown Impressions. And both presidents they agree, for me to be like, when I'm over there, Magnificos, over here, this. And then I ended up staying in Laredo, so I stayed full with Brown Impressions. Yeah, so I've been with them for 40 years.
Okay.
I love it. I'm old school.
When you've been part of the DJ world for that long, what... You don't feel like you're working because you love it. You love what you do. What is it about it? I mean, I know we talked about, Esperanza Radio Network and the purpose, but what about the radio do you love? Is it listening to yourself? Is it the music itself? What is it?
Well, actually, and this is honest truth, okay? Definitely is not listening to myself. I listen to myself to do an air check. I still do air checks, regardless of that. Me escucho, digo yo, y te doy un consejo para todos los locutores que van empezando, cuando hables en la radio, grábate, haz un air check que se le llama y escúchate qué estás diciendo bien o mal. Okay, so it's not definitely that I like listen to me. I like to see what I do wrong and right so I can better myself. La razón que me pongo porque, man, you might not believe this, pero cuando vengo al radio station, hijo, me recuerdo como que si está tu abuela aquí, Esperanza, como si estaba escuchándome, ¿me entiendes? Uh-huh. Y de repente me voy en un viaje, como dicen por ahí, me arranco a hable, y yo sé bien que en veces o algo siento que está mi mamá conmigo, ¿me entiendes? Y me pongo y la gente sabe bien, mis fans saben bien que yo respeto mucho mis micrófonos, I respect my microphones, 100%, that was one of the things that my dad taught me, he said, son, if you're going to be behind the microphones, please, respect the microphones,
What does that mean?
Well, I respect all the people who talk nasty on the radio, on the microphones, saying bad words or whatever. Allá su onda. Cada quien no dé el respeto a eso, okay? I don't care who you are, mi respeto. Si tú hablas con eso así, es tu estilo. Hey, congratulations. Pero mi estilo no es ese. I like to respect the microphone. Y me pongo aquí y digo yo, estoy haciendo las cosas que me gustan, ¿me entiendes? Como ahorita que se salió, ¿me entiendes? So, anyway, es lo que hago. Saludos para toda la gente. Hey, if y'all got any questions, email him, whenever you see this program, about me, díganme si al caso quieren cualquier pregunta, email him or my people over there también, ¿me entiendes? Allá.
This video is sponsored by Esperanza Radio Network. We're definitely going to add a lot of things on it, on the station, and I mean, we're going to tag you everywhere. So the people that are listening are going to be able to learn a little bit more about you. Tell me about, I'm very curious about this because I love Tejano. I love Tejano music. I love the norteños. What is one of the biggest artists or bands, musicians that you've interviewed on the radio or even on your network?
Okay. Well, being so many years on the radio, I interviewed so many bands, And in between all those so many bands, I'm going to mention a few, can I?
Go ahead. That's the question right there.
Horóscopo de Durango, duranguenses, Montes de Durango, Yolanda del Río, Odalis García, ha entrevistado a Chuy García del grupo Los Huracanes del Norte, Francisco Javier de Tropical Panamá, bueno, he entrevistado muchos, pero uno de mis favoritos, era la pregunta, ¿cuál es el más favorito de los más grandes que siento yo? ¿Me entiendes? Todos ellos son grandes, pero uno de los que, bueno, ¿puedo decir dos?
Dos.
Okay, I'm going to say two, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. Number one, my dad, mi papá, Poncho Martinez el Ribereño. Cuando yo lo entrevisté como 4 veces y le hice homenajes en vida. Haz de cuenta que yo he entrevistado a Tony de la Rosa, a todos los que mencioné, ¿verdad? Por decir muchos artistas conjuntos, ¿verdad? Y de todo. Pero cuando entrevisté a mi dad, haz de cuenta que me sentía como más machín, me dije, this is the one I want to interview. ¿Me entiendes? Me siento de aquellas cuando entrevisto, me sentía bien padre cuando entrevistaba a mi papá, ¿me entiendes? Y el segundo, mi cuñado, Jero Ruiz. Love you, brother-in-law. You're the best. Mi cuñado es machín y se lleva buena onda. Hemos estado conviviendo juntos por un año, convivimos juntos en el camino. Pasamos unas cosas curiosas, nos enojamos, nos reímos. Muchas cosas que pasamos yo y mi cuñado, tu papá, ¿me entiendes? Jero Ruiz, esa es la segunda persona, ¿me entiendes? Que he entrevistado y mi tío Juan, que lo quiero mucho allá en Monterrey,
Shout out to Jero Ruiz, my dad. Shout out to Poncho Martinez, my grandfather, and then those other ones. What about like Intocable, Duelo, Sólido, Signo? Have you talked to any of those band members?
Well, sí. A los de Sólidos, sí, la otra vez los iba a contratar para un baile que iba a haber aquí. Te puedo platicar una anécdota muy rapidita que me sucedió en la vida, ¿me entiendes?
A ver, rapidito es
20 minutos.
Sí, no es tan rápido.
Tres días después.
Dale.
Anyway, I'll skip this one, I'll skip it, It was something that only your dad would know and Ricky Muñoz would know. 3 people.
Yeah.
Ricky Muñoz de Intocable, mi cuñado Jero Ruiz, y yo.
Okay.
Those were the witness to what happened one time in my lifetime, And I could say it, regardless, because it is the truth, Una vez me di cuenta que necesitaban un animador intocable, ¿verdad? Yo trabajaba para Z93. Y luego me dijo un amigo mío, hey, háblale a Ricky, necesitan un animador. No voy a decir el por qué no estaba Pepe Coneos en ese ratito. Sé la historia, pero no lo voy a platicar. Total que fui y le dije, me dijo, sí, está bien, yo te hablo el miércoles, si al caso está todo bien. Después me habló, me dijeron, sabes que pasó esto, pero yo te tengo en la mente si al caso otra cosa. Corté la conversación porque no quiero entrar en los detalles. Nada malo, era nada malo, simplemente, pero no vale la pena entrar al tema. Me sentí bien orgulloso que iba a formar parte de Intocable. I felt so like, man, I didn't want to tell nobody when he said yes, I will call you, he beat me on my beeper, but still, that was one of my greatest moments, in my life.
Intocable is one of my favorite bands.
Of course,
one of my favorite bands. One of my favorite songs is Aire.
Yeah. I play it on Esperanza Radio Network.
There you heard it. You know what? Now I know why you got me as a radio DJ for Esperanza Radio Network. You know I got a good taste in music, and you wanted the young crowd to come and join. Is that it? Is that true?
Yes, of course. Can I say the story?
You don't gotta ask. This is our interview. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I had told my nephew, first of all, I'm so proud that he loves communication like I do, So I told him, listen, start Esperanza Radio Network, like the Laredo chapter over there, We could broadcast from Laredo, Texas. And, of course, you got some followers. We get the new people in. You play your reggaeton, whatever you want to play, your music. But still, he would play reggaeton and Intocable y Cadete de Linares y todo eso, because he's got it in his blood también, His grandfather on his dad's side, his grandfather on his mom's side, música norteña. So it was kind of weird, escuchar a alguien joven, pues we're talking about how many years back?
I was probably, 18, 19 years old?
Tocando música norteña y a la vez reggaetón y de todo, internacional y todo, music that he knew about it también, porque muchas veces si eres locutor and you don't know a little bit of the background of the band you're playing, you're not a great DJ to me, you need to at least know a little bit about that's why I don't play too much reggaeton, because I don't know jack crack out of that.
My favorite part was when the song was barely starting. And you would give it you would give your little, what would you call
introduction?
That? Introduction to the song. Let's say it was Aire. And you would be like, I feel something for somebody, makes my heart stop. I can't breathe. All I need is Aire.
Con la música de
This
Intocable.
is Intocable.
La frescura musical de Intocable.
That was my favorite part about introducing songs with, some... Making up something
you would put a little spicy on it, le ponías un poquito de especias en la introducción, ¿me entiendes? Por ejemplo, por decir, continuamos con más música, con la música de los Tucanes de Tijuana, mundo de amor para todas las mujeres que se encuentran por ahí enamoradas. Escucha esto. No, that's another story anyway.
That was my favorite part.
Yes.
What's your being on the talking before the music? Mm-hmm. Well, what's your favorite part about that?
Well, especially when it's a good band, right? Cuando es una canción que tiene good intro, hay muchas canciones que muchas veces bailen con la pata pela, no tienes introducción ahí. You cannot talk on top of the words, okay? No puedes hablar arriba de las palabras. Pero cuando entra como una canción, param, pam, param, param, pero continuamos con más de la buena música, su amigo Poncho Martínez, a través de Esperanza Radio Network. Bueno, digo, pero es lo que estás hablando que se siente o qué.
Sí.
Saludos para tu papá, ya está ahí con
nosotros.
Mira,
music itself, right? We're talking about radio, we're talking about all that. Music itself, how music makes people feel. I mean, good, bad, sad, happy, it's everything.
It's everything, it's everything. It makes you laugh. Music makes you laugh. Music makes you cry.
Yeah.
Music makes you want to drink. To those people who drinks, okay?
Saludos
para ustedes, los que se están echando una chela.
Broken hearts, good hearts, happy marriage, todo.
Todo.
That's what I love. It takes you back. You ever have a song where it takes you back to, years ago? Oh, shit.
A lot of songs.
I was sitting in my car, at a red light, and this song came on.
Of course, so many songs throughout the years that I've been on the radio, of course. And you know what's so funny about this story right here? There's some people out there. Well, I had some girls call me, or a girl call me, and she says, hey, Poncho, ¿me puedes tocar una canción para mi esposo? Y lo sí, es que no, hombre, me cae mal, ya no le hablo, ya no quiero saber nada de él, ya no quiero que nada, no quiero ni que me hable, no nada. Wait a minute, ¿y por qué le quieres dedicar una canción? Mejor ya no le dediques nada.
¿Y cuál era la canción que le dedicó?
No me acuerdo, hijo. Era una canción que quería que le pusiera como algo de que rata parada, no sé cómo se llamaba la canción de la otra, ¿cómo se llama la? Bueno, se me olvidó ¿cómo se llama?
¿La Jenny o?
No, ¿cómo se llama? Paquítale al barrio. Que rata inútil. Pero quería que le digo, pero ¿para qué? Si dices tú que ya no quieres saber nada con... I mean, yo les daba consejos como, why? Just drop it, don't play nothing. But anyway, it's kind of funny, people that ask you for dedication. Pero también te hablan por canciones románticas, Gente que quiere a una persona, which, hey, felicidades para los que se quieren, hey, ¿me puedes poner una canción? ¿A cuál? Mundo de Amor. Yo no sé por qué traigo eso en la mente siempre. El Mundo de Amor. Mi mundo, tu mundo de amor. Esa está padre también de pesado. Bueno, como quiera, tocamos de todo, ¿me entiendes? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Yo le dije, can I say something?
A ver, pues depende de qué vas a decir.
Le dije, mijo, si hacemos esta entrevista, va a ser una entrevista del recuerdo, ¿me entiendes? Esta entrevista va a ser del recuerdo, pero te has puesto a pensar, no levantándome el cuello para nada, ¿a quién vas a entrevistar? Yo te voy a llevar en un viaje conmigo también. Yo le dije, yo te voy a llevar en un viaje conmigo. I like to be on the radio when I talk. I kind of flip myself, I don't know if you could see this, that it's something that te flipeas detrás del micrófono. Para mí, es como la que kid at the Toys R Us, plug in.
Ya no hay Toys R Us.
Por eso lo dije, ¿verdad? Para que no fuera un plug.
Pero yo ¿qué te dije también?
I'm ready, tío. Hey, soy tu sobrino. Hey, yo soy como tú.
Pues para la gente que me conocen a mí y no te conocen, I think now you can put two and two together. This guy, I mean, because look, I'll be honest, and some people can call me out on this. We'll be in a room, maybe you're different, but we'll be in a room full of people, and I start the conversation, spotlight.
Yeah.
And they say something, and hey, yo también, start talking over here, and then somebody else says something. Oh no, yeah, for sure, me too over here. Are you the same way, or are you you like being the center of attention, or no?
Yes, I've always been el salero en el medio, there's some parties that our family throw, whatever, and they're not going to make me lie, They enjoy also my conversation, being around them, porque somos que we put a little spark to the conversation, like you, Nosotros somos, y no, toda la familia de nosotros, if you stop and think about this, our family is like this, we're all there, we want to spark up the conversations o lo que sea, no somos unas familias que están todos en el teléfono o algo así, we like to, be talking, whenever we get it. Yeah, exactly.
I agree. So for those, yes, this is who I'm like right here, and it's a good thing. I like it. I wanted to ask you something, Tio. For people that are interested in becoming locutores or radio personalities or DJs, ¿qué es un consejo que le puedes dejar?
Bueno, para todos los que quieran hacer locutores profesionales, ¿verdad? Detrás, porque ya todos hablan, there's a lot of people, they talk on their Facebook, whatever, felicidades para ustedes, we're all pulling the same weight, estamos tocando música, we're playing music, we're talking, pero es muy bonito respetar los micrófonos, whenever you're doing something like this, because there's a lot of kids out there, this is my honest opinion, and this is my personal
is your
personal opinion, okay? This is my perspective, okay?
Right there.
This is my perspective, a way of thinking, If I'm going to talk on this microphone, there might be some youngsters out there, man, and I don't want them to pick up, so many bad things, That's my perspective right there, porque, give them a chance to decide what's better, in life, So to y'all DJs out there, mi consejo, my advice is that, if you want to practice to be better, first of all, Don't do it like me. That I don't understand too much about reggaeton. But first of all, you gotta learn and you gotta like all types of music. I'm not saying that I don't like it 100%, but I don't play too many songs on my podcast, right? Esperanza Radio Network. Pero if you do, try to learn all the type of music y que te guste, porque no puedes estar tocando música que no te gusta. That's why I don't play too much, you know, porque si no te gusta, it's not going to be fun to say, hey, continuamos con Intocable. Bueno, pues ahí viene Intocable, ¿me entiendes? No. Continuamos con la música de la frescura musical de Zapata, Texas. Intocable, con esto que dice, así, ¿me entiendes? You know,
put your passion behind it.
Put your passion, you know. So, and then also, you know, if you see some bulletin boards out there, some signs, practice. Si miras ahí los letreros que dicen ahí, Budweiser, you know, Budweiser, the king of beer. Try to practice your tongue para que esté más rápida, ¿me entiendes? Para que puedas hablar más rápido y más flexible y siempre piensa lo que vas a decir. You know, think before you talk, ¿me entiendes?
Do you think that you have to have the voice to be on air, or is it the skill of putting words together and having the timing right, or do you have to have that voice?
Honestly, the voice, it's something very important for the people that listens to the radio. To me, you do your best the way you do it, okay? Pero la razón que te digo que la voz también cuenta mucho porque muchas veces hay mucha gente que yo oigo que dice, yo no lo digo, yo no critico a nadie. No me gusta criticar a nadie porque yo no soy perfecto. You know, I'm not perfect. I don't like to criticize anybody. But I heard people saying, me cae mal ese locutor que, oye, vamos a mandar un saludo para, you know, something like that, you know. And digo yo, well, that's his voice, you know. I mean, sorry, but it's out there, you know, pero, you know, I think the voice, it's something very important, you know. Yo, gracias a Dios que no sé cómo la escuchen ustedes. I don't know how y'all hear my voice, pero I was born natural, you know. Honestly, this is really my voice. After you use it for so many years, it starts developing that little bass on your voice, ¿me entiendes? Después de usarla mucho tiempo, tu voz, tu garganta, se te forma como hablas y crees que estás en la radio, pero ya es costumbre.
Sin auto-tune.
Ya viene solo, ¿me entiendes? Preparado, ¿me entiendes? Solo hace el auto-tune.
Preparado como unos taquis.
¿Unos taques o unos tacos?
Unos taquis.
Sí. Bueno, para toda la juventud, ya saben lo que es. Para los viejitos, así, pues no sabemos qué es taquis preparado. Ahora sí sé porque los vendía, ¿verdad?
No, esos eran dulces.
Ok, bueno, preparados.
Ajá. Chicles preparados.
Ok. Anyway, ¿qué más?
No, pues.
¿Puedo mandar saludos?
Dale.
Quiero mandar, okay, I want to make a shout out going out to my fans because like we said, we're also live on Poncho Martinez. We're live over there. I want to make a shout out all to the people who are listening over there. Don't forget, listen to the Perspective with Chris on YouTube. Look him up. Al ratito va a poner toda la información para pasármela para que lo puedan ver este domingo.
That's a lot of pressure right there. Well, hopefully.
This coming Sunday at 12 noon time, right before the game.
No. A ver. We'll
ya le estoy poniendo presión. Prepárate para mañana. Yes,
a ver, do me a little line of all the saludos that are coming out over here.
Vamos a mandar saludos rápidamente ahí para Jero Ruiz, que nos está escuchando con una carnita asada. También para Rob López. Don't forget, the best tattoos. Búscate a Rob López. Le mandamos un saludo para él. Todos ellos son de por allá de Laredo, Texas. Además, también la gente de California. Le mando un saludo para Hugo Bastida, de por allá de Unique Car Club. Ahí está con nosotros también. Hace ratito parece que miré también por ahí Haruki Gutanda, de por allá de Japan. One of the lowriders de Brown Impressions chapter, de Brown Impressions en Japón. Haruki Gutanda, le mandamos un saludo para él. He loves the conjunto music that I play on the radio. Anyway, to all you people also over here, también para todos ustedes, please call me. No se crean. You know, yeah, that's a different show. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you.
It's the Late Late Show with Sweet and Low, Poncho Martinez.
No. Listen to Esperanza Radio Network for real. Go to Esperanza Radio Network. We're all over, 24/7. Ahí estamos ya, okay? Plus, you can check out the podcast que hacemos bajo Esperanza Radio Network and Poncho Martinez.
Sounds good. Theo, I appreciate you for being a guest on my podcast. This has been and I know that we can be recording for 3+ hours.
How much time do we have right now?
We got.
How long we been on the radio?
We've been on the radio.
Okay.
We've been live for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
Really? It seems like we're barely starting.
Like that. It goes by like that.
It feels like we're barely starting to do this, okay?
And, this is something that maybe we do it again.
Hopefully it's not the last time, really. Hopefully it's not the last time. And maybe I could interview you in Buscando las Estrellas. That's one of my shows, Buscando las Estrellas. Te puedo entrevistar a ti si te das el tiempo también.
Yeah.
All right, en Esperanza Radio Network también. Cuando tú quieras, sentamos una fecha y te entrevistamos bajo Esperanza Radio Network en Buscando las Estrellas. You know,
I'm ready.
Talk about qué has hecho tú también de tu vida y todo eso. Que at a young age, he's done a lot. I'm so proud of him. But let him say his own, you know, on his own. My interview.
Yeah. Okay? I'll save it for that.
Yeah.
Anything? What do you want to leave with? Give me something. Give me a fireball to end this podcast on.
Please check us out this coming Sunday.
Yeah. Sí, con el date. Don't put a date on it.
Prepárate para mañana. No te creas. Ya lo quiero ver. Es la cosa. I will see it.
Tienes tu live. You replay the live.
I know, but I love the way you edit your programs, okay?
I appreciate it.
Me encanta cómo hace el editing mi sobrino, solo que por eso que le estoy poniéndole presión.
Give us something about you, about who you are, and to the fans. If they were to skip to the very end of this video, what would they hear?
Bueno, queremos decirles que por favor me acompañen bajo Poncho Martinez en Esperanza Radio Network. Look me up. Yo soy tu amigo Poncho Martinez. I've been in Hispanic broadcasting for so many years. And of course, I really, really want to thank my nephew right here, Christian Ruiz, for giving me the invitation to come into his show. Es un show muy interesante, Perspective. Le mando un saludo para toda la gente, todos sus fans, okay? Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Theo. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.